Okay, finals time. And we lost the die roll again, so that's 3 for 3, which is kind of unfortunate just because this deck certainly appreciates a nice die roll victory, but it's okay. It doesn't need it. We've put a few things in that don't rely fully on a aggressive curve out, things like Righteous Charge, which we played last game, and like Act of Treason. All right, yeah, we'll keep this one. That's an easy keep. Gonna run out the Halberdiers first. Oh god, and then another one. Thank you. Love that. Let's see what we're facing here. Probably Simic, since it's the nuts. Yeah, there it is. So he's representing a Shamble Shark here, but we don't care because we're on the draw, so can't interact with it anyway. Ooh, he didn't even have it. That's beautiful. Crocyr Nura. No Verdant Haven. All right, so this guy looks like he's brewed up a spicy one for us, and that should be interesting. I'm going to Halberdiers so that I can F6 for value here. Back down to below 20 for you, sir. Got a nice attack next turn with Martial Glory and or Skinbrand Goblin backup, and we're going to use one of those to run over our opponent here. It's probably just going to be the Martial Glory this time because we want to actually play the Skinbrand Goblin this turn. Yeah, this is working out quite nicely. So let's let's just Giant Growth him here. I want this thing gone, and I want my guy alive. So we get to do this right into Night Watch. And if he plays anything really scary, we Act of Treason it. Like, this is just too good to be true. We may need one more little punch to get through, but we probably won't. Depends on what he plays, though. Snapjaw? Don't care about that one. In fact, oh, wow. Kind of silly at this point. Attack with everything. He might trade for this. He might not. These don't trade. We can Act of Treason. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 14. That would put him to 2, but there's really no reason to do that. So let's attack with everything here. Also, what if I just pump them all? No, that doesn't do anything either. All right, so battle. If he takes 8 here, then he's just basically dead. Yeah, he's just going to take it. Make more dudes. And now we've got 2 different ways to win next turn, depending on what he does. He mugged one of our Halberdiers. That's a start, sir, but you're going to need to do a lot more than that to get out of this situation. He had to use his red. He did not have to use his red. He could have cast this and this to cast the Disciple and kept red up with Verdant Haven. We don't happen to really care that much, but that's interesting. Like he could definitely be holding. That's interesting. He might have Spell Rupture here. If he does, so we've drawn a land, so we can actually play both of these spells. So let's see. If we go for Act of Treason here, and he Spell Ruptures it, and then we Righteous Charge, then we just kill him. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, he didn't have it anyway. Yeah. I just did the thing where he shatter pauses for a second. You just stare at him, and then he's like, all right, fine, you got it. This thing is calling to me again. Stupid Hellraiser Goblin tempting me because now we're facing some at least like 3 to 4 color deck here with a guy playing Verdant Haven. Like, he plays Verdant Haven and we play Hellraiser Goblin. Like, do you know how happy that would make me? I don't think we could lose that. Oh, what did I just do? Nothing. I just moved a guy. All right. That said, I don't really know that we need to take the risk. Like, an example, he played a Scab Clan Charger on his 3rd turn or 4th turn or whatever. That's a big deal. I mean, we had 2 Wojak Halberdiers, and if we didn't have the Martial Glory in our hand, we happen to also have a Skin Brand, but like if we didn't have one of those, like we just say go. It's a huge difference to how this game plays out. So, you know, if we had a Hellraiser Goblin instead of like this and didn't have the other guy, like we couldn't even play him. And we could play him second main or whatever, but like we would have limited our options a lot. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with what we got here. I mean, we don't really have a big reason to change it, so... All right. Is this a keep? Does Skin Brand Goblin into Skin Brand Goblin into maybe a Daring Skyjack win us the game? Sometimes. I think we can do better. I'm going to mulligan. This is a little better. Yeah, this is better. All right. Some things are happening. Stuff is going. Probably just going to play the striker. Let's see what he plays. Ooh, Gyre Sage. Jeez, where's my mugging? I'm going to play the striker. And I will trade up if he gives me the opportunity. Ooh, man. Now he's going nuts. Yeah, he's just going to beat us down pretty good here. The striker... and subsequently the Skin Brand Goblin can do some things. Yeah, see, I don't want to offer that trade because if he blocks, and I guess if he blocks it's not too bad, but I really don't want to lose Fire Fist Striker as if we're going to win this game, that is one of the ways we're going to do it. All right, he's got all his mana. It looks like he's just going to battle for 5 here, just for that. All right. You did it. That's a trade I just feel like I have to make there. Like we're not going to be able to get ahead here. All right, he played this post combat, which is kind of nice of him. Yeah. Let's get very large here. So what we're doing now is we're trying to set up for a big turn where he makes some mistake and we get to get him with active treason. But realistically, he's in a really good spot here. He's got 2 huge creatures. We're missing a color. And our next 2 plays are pretty unexciting. Yeah, man, I don't know if I can race this now. We take 5, we go to 11. He plays something. I attack for 5. He goes to 15. Yeah, this feels like it just gets kind of out of hand for us here. Yeah, I think it just... I don't think that we can get ahead on this race enough. So we'll make him use, yeah, sure, Simic Charm, whatever. Doesn't matter what it was. Oh, actually it did because he actually had another play, which is really annoying. All right, another color. He's got 4 colors. We've got 1. Just kind of lame. Yep. Play this guy. And he ain't doing any blocking, so this guy's in there. We're going to take 7 on this turn. He's got us on a 2-turn clock. Don't see how we can win this game. This card's good. It's like Goyf. And now we Urban Evolution. See, normally we'd want him to do that on turn 5, but we just didn't quite have the super quick start that we'd like. So we don't have that opportunity here. I will block here. Yeah, he knows that. So we take 5. And we draw a white card. I don't really want to show him active treason. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're very dead here. So if he wants, he can just activate this Scar Guild Mage and send a land our direction. He can actually do 1, 2, 3. No, just once, but or if he wanted. But anyway, yeah, and then he can just start sending a couple of lands our way, and then we don't have any good blocks or anything, so we're dead. Yeah, this is just so bad. But even if we double block this, we lose both of our dudes. And like taking out his land is just super lame when he's got this out already. I just want to see if he has any other tricks, basically. Like he could have given him a trample, but yeah, you bet. And I'm working on one right now. Want to see what else he has. Keymaster Rogue. Yeah, we should be able to just destroy this deck. We're going to need to have a little better draw than that. I didn't mind it, but this really kind of exploded his draw. All right. I give him enough credit to think that he will attack with his creatures into our board of mountain. So, any changes? Well, the Scorchwalker seemed like it could get through his defenses pretty well, so that's kind of interesting. Massive Raid seems kind of bad versus him. Like his stuff was huge. So I think I'm just going to make that switch. All right. I would like to play first, and I would like an awesome draw. That is not it. It's close. That's not it, though. Shoot. This is also a it's actually just a bad draw. I mean, I can make a turn 2 Skyjack, but even if I draw, I need to draw both red 2-drops and a mountain. So unfortunately, I have to go to 5 here. This I have to keep. If I draw a mountain, we're in business. If I don't draw any lands, then we're dead. Yeah, all right. This does happen though on the mold of 5. Sometimes you miss your first couple drops, but man, if you can hit one, things can turn around for you, but you got to hit it. Yeah, that's a good card to draw, but now we just like basically have to hit a mountain. If we don't, we can at least play Skyjack and start doing something, but what does he have? All right. It's a start. Unfortunately, we're like way, way behind now, but we have a good hand. I will trade. He's going to attack with both. I think this one represents more damage in the long run. All right, so he had Simic Charm, and he's going to give his guys trample, so we take like 100 here. Yeah, and we're dead. So we take 5. Shoot. Well, that's a disappointing ending. I really like our deck, and I think we were pretty conservative. We were running 17 lands in with a deck that really barely had a curve that went up to 5. So I feel like this is just one of those things that happens sometimes, and that it wasn't really on us to change it, to change the way we built the deck or anything. So it goes that way sometimes, and it's frustrating, but I don't think, like looking at the things that we could have changed with the deck build, I don't think that we made a mistake, and that's really what's important. All right, if you guys want to send me an email for feedback or whatever, it's limitedresourcespodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me there. You can ask questions and interact. It's really good on Twitter's really good for that kind of thing. It's Marshall_LR, same name as I have here on Magic Online. Speaking of Magic Online, if you want to join the clan, we saw a couple people join while we were playing in the draft today. All you have to do is send me a message, Marshall_LR, say I'd like to be in the clan. We have a couple of requirements. You have to love Magic. That's the easy part. There's another easy part, and it is not being a jerk. People say it as a joke to me, and it is meant sort of funny, but at the same time, the sentiment's true, which is just, the clan, we just don't want people that are stupid or acting out or mean or whatever in the clan. I mean, you don't have to be a perfect angel, but we don't have really any room for the people that aren't just looking to learn and get better at Magic. That's what you want. That's what we want. So if you're into that, hit me up and I'll get you an invite. If you want to find any of the stuff that we do, John and I, for the podcast, my coverage, streaming, any of that stuff, it's all at lrcast.com. You can check that out too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.